sure we've got Damien. Oof. Hello everybody.
Yep, I'm with you.
You are flying round there.
Yes, I'm in the way.
What are we doing today? Shut the windows. We are doing Nobs track. And we have in convoy, so I'm not on my own, out with my people. If you've watched the Caledonia River video, same people, but I've lost a couple. I've got Damien as my tail in an FJ cruiser with the bells and whistles, and I've got Craig behind me, and he normally drives a Ford Ranger, but today he is driving his wife's Jeep, and he's already broken it. So he's a bit worried about going home. The fender was nearly falling off, got hit by a branch, so we've done some running repairs on that. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. There was a little campground there. Should have filmed that one, I was going too fast. Yeah, so this is Nobs track. The aim is to get kind of from this Mansfield side, if you want to call it Mansfield side, out.
Is that on your rooftop maps?
It is. I was too busy talking.
Shout out to the viewers. Like and subscribe.
Don't unsubscribe because I didn't show you that campground. Look, it might still be visible on the video, it just won't be a separate video of its own. I can still point it out. It looked quite nice. Small but nice. Yeah, so we're heading kind of through to Lacola. We camped on Tambaritha Road on Friday. We've gone up Caledonia River, King Billy. We've camped. We had an awesome spot on King Billy. I'll tell you all about it shortly. We've just gone along to Upper Jameson Hut to have a look at that. Here is the seasonal road closure. I will tell you. Queen's birthday to Melbourne Cup weekend. Nobs track is closed. There you go. Yeah, so on rooftops, this looks fine. There's one section that talks about steep and loose. Didn't even look at new tracks. Craig did, but he would have forgotten. Craig, can you remember what this track was vaguely rated as on new tracks? I bet you didn't look this morning, did you?
Running it now, let me just check.
We'll see. There we go. King Billy. I didn't film King Billy because it's really long and it's pretty easy.
7 vehicles had it as a single black diamond, and the last person through was the 18th of November last year.
Okay. Hard.
But overall it says medium.
There we go. Right, medium. Easy. Yeah, I didn't film King Billy because it's long and I think it's quite easy. There's a couple of bits that are difficult, but that's a nice track if you want a nice drive out. Never done this track before. Oh God, what's going on here? We are going up the hill. I'm just marking the corner for you. The weirdest thing happened yesterday. Right, 3 really interesting things happened yesterday. The first one is that I was on Caledonia River and somebody commented on my jumper. I've got my Wandering Newbie jumper on today. Somebody commented on it and said, "Oh, nice jumper." And I was like, oh, it's the first time, like, I've talked to people who have watched my channel, and oh, hello, let's just concentrate here. Talk away, talk away. Oh, we might have to go in these ruts, I wonder. Just a bit rutty. I didn't go in the ruts, but yeah, just take your time up there. Yeah, so yes, they recognised the jumper, and so I said, oh, you're going to be on the video. So that was a bit like, oh my god, I just got recognised. And then I was driving along King Billy and oncoming cars, so I stopped and talked to them, and then the guy said, are you on YouTube? And I was like, yes, I am. And he looked really happy that he looked really happy that he had seen me. Yeah, so I literally got recognised. These guys were like, oh, you're a celebrity. I was like, yeah, not quite. Then we camped at this awesome spot. It will be on the channel. It's really going to be a really short video on King Billy. Awesome spot. And some people rocked up fairly late looking for a campsite. I had gone off to just explore a little bit, and when I came back, Craig and Damien were talking to them. There was two of them. Craig was like, I'm trying to get your attention, and I was like, what have I got something on my face? Like, do I look like an idiot? And he says, don't you recognise them? And I was like, no. I vaguely recognised the car because it's got bush barriers, you know, the magnetic kind of protection strips for the side of the car. I was like, I'm sure I've seen those bush barriers before. But anyway, it was somebody apparently even more famous than me. But I didn't recognise them at all. So let me just find out who they were. Who was that person that came past our camp yesterday that I didn't recognise?
Stephen Clay from Australian 4x4 Adventures. Maybe not say his surname.
Stephen from Australia 4x4 Adventures. Just goes to show, right, that you can tell I'm a single mother with a full-time job. And even though I make content for YouTube, I don't have time to sit and watch hours of YouTube because I'm so busy all the time. But Craig and Damien were a bit starstruck. So yesterday was the day of celebrity. Yeah, I got recognised twice for the first time ever, and we met a famous person. But the spot on King Billy track was awesome because you just had all these cars coming through. It was right on a river crossing. We had people on bicycles, like not trail bikes, actual push bikes. One of them fell in the river. So yeah, it was a really nice place. Anyway, this track is it is steep, which is what it says on rooftops. It's pretty thin. I'm hoping I don't meet anyone coming the other way. Oh, shit, where does the track go? Okay, this is a tight switchback. Tight switchback coming up. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely steep. It's got a nice rock base. So far, anyway. Where's it go? It's a bit nerve-wracking. Like, I used to be the person who was at the back just following, and now I'm the person leading the people into whatever. That's a little bit nerve-wracking, especially when you can't see the road and the road gets thin and where are we going? But this is nice. I like tracks where you have to think about where you're driving but don't break stuff. If you watched the Caledonia River video, I thought I might have broken something. My winch hook had come loose, and that was just everybody going all right back there?
Yes, thank you. All good. All good. Just come around the switchback.
Cool, cool. Once you get around those couple of switchbacks, it's kind of less steep drop off, and you've got, you know, there's just bush on either side. It's quite nice. No idea where we're camping tonight. We're aiming for Mount McDonald track somewhere. There's a campground along there. Or maybe the one on Son of a Bitch. We'll see. I'm a bit unsure of how long all of this is going to take. Because you don't want to leave it too late, because that's when everyone's pulled over and has their camping spot for the night. These guys are being quite quiet today. I think we're all concentrating. No kids, which is nice. I think they would have had fun. They just they like base camping and going out on shorter drives rather than 6 or 7 hour drives from A to B and then setting up camp again. Okay, this is a bit steep, a bit of a wombat hole there. We'll stick to the right. Can't see what's over the top. Ugh. Got a couple of little wombat holes coming up there on the left. You can just drive around them on the right. It's just a bit rocky. Oh shit, I'm jammed in. Jammed in. Like this has got a solid rock base, this bit. Can't see the track. Fuck. Where does it go? And we're on the top. Just open the window. Oh, people. Where are we? Oh, it's a helipad. Okay. Mud. Ah! Jeez, I hate mud. Oh, there's a big mud hole there. Just have a quick look. There's a helipad. I'm just having a quick look. What am I in? Still in drive with the handbrake on. That's sensible. It's not really a view worth talking about from up here. Nice spot to camp. Yeah, that was a nice spot, grassy. There's a little campfire. Not much of a view, but you know, if you want a blanket of stars, that's probably an awesome point to stop. I always wonder when I film people like on the tracks whether they ever know that they are going to be on YouTube. What's happening here? What's that? The Great Australian Walking Track is about to join the track, I think. trees up in the Alpine region. That kind of really white, beautiful gum. Ooh, bit of a hole there. It's just here we are. There's a spot right there to camp, but there's a little bit of this track that is in the Alpine National Park, which is from pretty much here. So this is now National Park. It's a bit of a... Where am I in? The helipad is in National Park. We're on a little finger of National Park right now.
Okay, so no Dexter here.
Yep. I'm pretty sure you can bring Dexter in the car, but Dexter can't get out of the car.
I'm never 100% on what the rules are with that.
Dogs in national parks. Pretty sure as long as you keep it in your car, you can pass through a national park. You just can't let it out. That's my understanding. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. So I love it when people give me constructive feedback. Some of the stuff that people say is actually really good. It gives me ideas. And funnily enough, I put a video up right at the start when I first started this channel a long time ago, and it was one in the Grampians, and I had named it wrong. I'd put Victoria Range track, and there was a Victoria Range track, but I had filmed Victoria Range Road, and 2.5 years later somebody made a comment on the video and said, you know, you've named it wrong. So I've changed it, not on the video but on the title, so you can't, you know, you search it, it won't come up in a search for Victoria Range track. But I'm like, it's taken 2.5 years for someone to point that out. I'm only human, I make mistakes, it's all good. So thank you to that person for pointing that out. I wonder why this track is called Nobs track. It's a bit fast. This is a nice kind of ridge line. Oh, on rooftops it says good ridgetop drive. Which it is. What could do with that looks a bit deep. Don't go too fast through that mud hole, it's a little bit deeper than it looks.
Copy.
This is where you want to try and get a picture. I'm going to stop and I'm just stopping, trying to get a picture. Let's see if I can get this ridge in.
Good spots there. I think we got the best one. Yeah, I agree.
Nice ridgetop views, Craig.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. 22 minutes? Yup.
And we've just picked up someone else on the radio. I wonder where they are. They could be anywhere because it's so high. people everywhere. Tambaritha Road, all those campsites, people in them, pretty busy. Just driven along the Upper Jemison camping area on Brox Road. Pretty much people in every one. There was one that didn't have anyone in. Upper Jemison hut. Three lots of campers in there. Very busy though. Like, we came in to have a look, other people came in to have a look. Pretty busy. Caledonia River, busy, because we've all got Monday off. Apparently the rain is coming today. Oh shit, just put the car in reverse instead of drive. Dear. If you don't know by now, I don't like mud. If you've watched the Caledonia river track, you will know I don't like mud. Mud is not something I do. Oh my gosh, last night, let me tell you, we'd all gone to bed and then the howling started. I've got it on video, I don't know, I might put a little bit of it in just to show you. Yeah, wild dogs all around camp. Like, we think they crossed the little stream where we were camped, so it sounded like they were just on the track there. All up and down the valley. These two reckon it was just one dog that was lost and calling out for its friends. I reckon it was at least 2 dogs. Because there'd be some howling off down the valley, and then there'd be one right near the camp. Like, 'cause there's no way that was one dog. Oops. Oh, that's gonna. If I don't slow down, there we go. I just did that last bit in one, just to take it nice and slow over those rocky bits. There's a bit of a rocky step there. There we go. Oh, there's a little campground there. I'll just show you that. You could camp there if you wanted to. I wonder where they are. They look like they've just pulled up. We're pretty high up here. It's going to be pretty cold, I would have thought. What are we on? 1,291 metres above sea level. It was cold last night. Clear skies, cold. I can see Craig, Damien, I'm assuming you're still alright back there?
Yep, all good. Just past on GPS.
Yeah. Couple of rocky sections, but nothing that just dropping down into a different gear won't get you through. Jimny was is where the Australian Alps walking track, or whatever it's called, joins the track for a little bit. So maybe that's why they'd parked up. Doing some walking. A bit of a step, just a little tree stump. You can't, not tree stump, tree, you can't really see it, but you'll see it. It's a step when you get closer. of an annoying angle, but if I can fit through, then you two should be fine. Oh, what's that? I think I'm going in the hole. I'll just go slowly. Okay. Bit of a hole on that kind of bend as well. I didn't hit anything, so that's good. You'll be fine in that flexing Jeep, Craig.
Too easy.
Yeah. I just worry about my big arse hanging out sometimes, and obviously the bull bar out the front as well sticks out a mile. There was a rock there. Right in the middle, sharp rock. This is fine. So far, because I know it's sometimes hard to tell, you don't get the same as being here, but bar that first section that was steep, there's nothing too worrisome on here. That was fun, the first bit. Nothing to worry about though. Would I do it in the wet? I think it would be alright in the wet. Tons of trees around as well, so you do need to pull yourself up somewhere. The rocky bits were rocky, which in the wet is what you want. You don't want the rock slabs because they'll be slippy, but you want some grip. I think it would be fine. Again, it would be harder for sure. As you can tell, I do try and film my videos in the sunshine, because I don't want to do things in the wet. I like my car the way it is. Oh, we're nearly at the end. Whew. I've become really conscious of driving slowly around corners after I met someone coming very fast around a corner. I was not, but they were. So it's made me go even slower. Seeing the car sideways across the road coming towards me was not something I want repeated. And that wasn't even on a track, that was just on a normal dirt road. Hopefully the GoPro's behaved. It looked like it behaved for Caledonia River. If it still carries on behaving, there will be Mount McDonald track. Son of a bitch, I think. Mountain Ash. Just working our way back to Lacola, so watch this space. You know, if you need a good night's sleep, put one of my track vids on. Sure they'll send you to sleep pretty quick. I don't know, look, I love watching my videos back. It's a really nice record of what I've done. Even if I had no subscribers, I would still make the videos. My hobby. It's just sometimes a little bit hard to get out and about, given that like I said, I have a full-time job. This is not my job, this is my hobby. I gotta fit all that in, as well as looking at the children. bad comments on the Wandering Newbie. Good comments only. Keep an eye on the map, we're nearly there. A few trees down in this section. We're nearly there, people. Nobs track, very nearly done.
Cool.
Bar that first bit, like this latter section is just fine. And the first bit was rocky and it was steep, but I don't recall it. Do you reckon that would be fairly still quite nice in the wet? It seemed to have a rocky base to it. Oof, hit the bottom.
I don't know how slippery that would be, or maybe even the switchbacks might be a bit of trouble.
Switchbacks were a bit tight. You're just about to come up to a tree. It does, I went nice and slow over it, and I'm pretty sure the underside of the car is going to touch that, but I don't know, I think you're more lifted than me, Craig.
Just bigger tyres.
Yeah. I forgot about the switchbacks that we had done like 10 minutes ago. It is supposed to rain today.
My memory of Nobs track was super overgrown, so I start seeing it's improved.
Ah, there you go. Damien says it was super overgrown. That looks overgrown, but this is not overgrown. Where are we? Oh, cannot see what I'm driving into here. Just clipped the recovery hitch in the back. Nice big ditch coming up. Clipped my recovery hitch, but that's about it. Should be an intersection somewhere. Loads of trees down. Loads. You need firewood. Can't get up here. For your camp, obviously. Oh, that was fast. Loads of these, I want to call them apple berries. Big blue berries. I did look them up a while ago.
I'm going to quickly stop at this ditch and get a photo if it looks flexy from the front.
No worries, because we're nearly at the end anyway, so I'll just stop at the intersection, which I'm expecting to see any second. Okay, that looks like the intersection. Excellent.
It just makes it look too easy, Craig.
That is
Maybe I
Nobs
have to
track.
try again.